Hi, it's Tegan. Okay, so today I am going to be doing a tag video, and this is a tag that I have done every single year since I started doing YouTube, and so I figured I have to continue the tradition of doing this tag. So this is going to be my third time doing this tag, and that is the music tag. And this tag is basically just talking about music and concerts and bands and all of that sort of stuff, which you guys all know that I absolutely adore. I will leave both my 2016 version of this tag and my 2017 version of this tag linked down below. But yeah, I just thought I would give this tag another go just because it's always a really fun one to do, just re-updating you guys on my music taste. Question number one is, what band slash artist do you own the most albums by? Now, I have said this every single year, but this really truly depends on if you're counting just album wise or if you're counting like EPs and that sort of stuff. Because if we're counting EPs, then that would 100% be 5 Sauce. I own 10 EPs and albums from 5 Sauce, but they only have 3/4 actual albums out there. I also own 4 CD copies of Youngblood, and then I also have a cassette tape of that album, and I own the vinyl of that album because it is the best album to ever be created, like, you know, ever. But if we're going with just albums, then that would be All Time Low, because I own 8 albums from All Time Low. So yeah, it really just depends on what you're counting as an album. Question number 2 is, what is the last song that you listened to? And I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. The last song I listened to was Superstar by Big Time Rush, because it has been 9 years since Big Time Rush were formed, and they were like my favorite thing ever growing up, and I love them so much and I miss them. So I was listening to their music today because I was being nostalgic. So Superstar by Big Time Rush was the last song that I listened to. Number 3 is, what is in your CD player right now? And my CD player actually broke. I really need to get a new one, so there's nothing in my CD player right now, but I'm pretty sure on my record player I've got The Peace and the Panic by Neck Deep. Question number 4 is, what is the last show that you attended? And the last concert that I attended was Taylor Swift on November 6th, which was one of the best nights of my life. I love her so much, and that show was so incredible. Question number 5 is, what is the best show that you have ever attended? And I have been to so many incredible concerts over the last 3 or so years. I've been to so many amazing shows, and it's really hard to narrow it down to which ones are my favorite, but I guess I will try. All Time Low last year was absolutely incredible, just because I met them right before the show, and then I was barrier right in front of Alex, and they're one of my favorite bands of all time. I love them so much. That show was absolutely incredible. I'd say 21 Pilots was really amazing as well, just because they put on the absolute best show, and just the atmosphere at their shows is absolutely incredible. Also, Forever's Here, their Sydney show on their last ever tour was absolutely insane. If you guys don't know, I did the entire tour around Australia, and I went to every single show, and just the Sydney show was so emotional because it's their hometown. It was the last ever show that they'll ever do, and it was just incredible. Taylor Swift, just at the beginning of this month, was so amazing, just because I was finally seeing her live for the first time after loving her for over 10 years, and just the production value of that show and everything was so incredible. But then I'd have to say that up there with my favorite show I've ever been to would have to be 5 Sauce 3, the 5 Sauce 3 show in Melbourne, and also their Meet You There tour date, but more so 5 Sauce 3 because it was in such an intimate venue. I had camped out for that show. I was barrier. I was the second person to enter the venue. I was barrier directly in front of Michael. I got to spend it all with my best friends. It was, like I said, in such an intimate venue, so it was so surreal in that case. Luke held my hand twice, Michael gave me his pick, Ashton did a shoey. It was just like such an incredible show, and I was also seeing them live for the first time in over 2 years, so it was just like so incredible. Yeah, so I'd have to say those shows have been some of my favorite. Question number 6 is, what is the worst show that you have ever attended? And Okay, so this has nothing to do against the band or anything with the show, but I'd have to say the worst show that I ever attended was Chasing Velvet in November of last year, because on my way to the show, I found out that my favorite band of all time, Forever Ends Here, were breaking up, and I was literally on my way to the show, so I couldn't like leave and go home, and I was so sad and heartbroken and emotional and just crying, and it wasn't a fun time. So I'd have to say that one. Question number 7 is, what is the most musically involved that you have ever been? And I still really don't know what this question is asking, but I'd have to say now. I feel like I just get more and more musically involved every single year. I've been to so many concerts this year. I did an entire tour at the beginning of the year. I've traveled multiple times this year to go to shows. I've got 3 music related tattoos. I have 2 lyrics, and I also have an album cover. And I'm studying PR to do music PR. And yeah, so I'd probably have to say now I'm the most musically involved at this very moment. Question number 8 is, what show are you most looking forward to? And I've got quite a few amazing concerts coming up. Oh, let me see if I can name them all. I've got Neck Deep this weekend. I've got Good Things, which is a festival next weekend, and then I'm seeing All Time Low headline off of that festival, and then I'm seeing 21 Pilots this month as well, and then I've got the 1975 next February, and I've got Youngblood next year, and then I've got Shawn Mendes next November. So I've got quite a few concerts lined up over the next year, and obviously more will be added because people like announcing concerts and I don't have money, but that's okay. But I'd have to say the concert that I'm most looking forward to, that is so difficult. I think I'm really looking forward to All Time Low headline because they are so incredible live. And then 21 Pilots I'm really excited for because they put on the absolute best show. And then Shawn Mendes next year I'm also really excited for because he has one of the best voices ever. He's so incredible. Question number 10 is, what is your favorite band shirt? And I've got quite a few. I've got 2 that I actually couldn't find, and they are both 5 Sauce shirts, and one of them, it's got a fan holding a bouquet of flowers on the front, and it says Valentine down below the photo, and then on the back it's got the some lyrics from Valentine, which is really cool, and I'm pretty sure it's written out in Callum's handwriting, which is a really cool shirt. And then I also have a shirt that's got 5 Sauce as babies on it, which I just love, and I met them wearing that shirt, so it just like holds a lot of sentimental value. I love that shirt a lot, and they all complimented me on it, which was great. They sold it, by the way. I didn't like make it. They sold that shirt. And then also I'd have to say this shirt, which it just says Forever Ends Here 2012 to 2018 on it, and then on the back it's got their entire discography on it. It's got every single song that they have ever released on the back and the date that they released it. And this was the VIP shirt for each of their shows, so I own 4 of them, and it's just a really special shirt to me. I just love it a lot, and I wear it quite a bit. Question number 11 is, which musician would you like to hang out with for a day? And oh my goodness, there are so many. I think my top 2 that I just really want to hang out with for a day would either be Michael Clifford from 5 Seconds of Summer, because he is one of my favorite humans in the entire world, or Troye Sivan, because I would just love to sit down with Troy and just talk to him. I've met them both already, but obviously when I met them I didn't get very much time with them, and I would just love to sit down with either of them and just talk to them. Question number 12 is, what musician or group would you like to make a comeback? And I'm going to stick with my answer, which I'm pretty sure most other people have answered this with, and that would be My Chemical Romance. Just imagine My Chemical Romance coming back. Like, just imagine them coming on stage and playing Welcome to the Black Parade. That would be the best moment that's ever happened ever. Question number 13 is, name one band or artist that you have not seen live yet but you would like to. And it's so insane. I've pretty much seen everybody live that I could want to see live. It's just such an insane thing because I've been so lucky and I've gotten to see so many incredible people live. Like, I'm pretty sure for this answer, in the past I've answered All Time Low, Taylor Swift, and Good Charlotte, I think, are the 3 people that I've mentioned overall. And I've seen all three of those people, and it's just like such a crazy thing. I think one of the people that are still together that I would absolutely love to see would be Blink-182. That would be absolutely incredible if they could, you know, come to Australia. And I'm sure there are so many people that I'm forgetting, but yeah, I feel like I've been really lucky, and I've gotten to see a lot of incredible people, and obviously there are some people that I would like to see that I haven't seen, but overall, I've been very lucky with who I've been able to see in concert. Number 14 is name 4 or more flawless albums, and there are so many flawless albums out there, it's hard to choose, but I would have to say, if I'm picking my absolute favorites, Youngblood by 5 Sauce, Blue Neighborhood by Troye Sivan, Love and Loathing by With Confidence, So Wrong It's Right by All Time Low, Imagine This by Forever Ends Here, 1989 by Taylor Swift, and you know what, I'm gonna stop there because I could keep listing albums for absolutely forever, but yeah, those are some of my favorite albums of all time. Question number 15 is how many music related videos / DVDs do you own? And I own 5. I own 2 from All Time Low. I've got both of their straight to DVDs, which are their live albums / live concert movies. And then I own How Did We End Up Here by 5 Sauce, which is their live album / live movie. And then I own Ed Sheeran Wembley Edition, which has his Live at Wembley Station movie on it. And then I've got The Vamps Wake Up, which has a free concert DVD on it, which is The Vamps live at the O2 Arena. So yeah, I've got only a few. Question number 16 is how many shows / concerts have you been to in total? And I'm not even gonna sit here trying to name them all because that would take way too long, but I've been to a lot. I've definitely been to over 20 this year. I've been to a lot of shows, and I'm very thankful for all the shows that I've been to, and I really want to do a video later on talking about all the shows that I've been to, so yeah, keep an eye out for that, but this video would be way too long if I tried to list them all. Question number 17 is who have you seen the most live? And I've definitely seen Shorelines the most live, because I've seen them open quite a few times for other people, but if I'm talking about headlining, who I've seen the most headline, that would be Forever Ends Here, because I've seen them headline 6 times. And Shorelines I've probably seen around about like 12 times, something like that. Question number 18 is what is your favorite movie soundtrack? Harry Potter. The Harry Potter soundtrack will forever be the best soundtrack ever made. Question number 19 is what was your last musical phase before you wisened up? When I was little, I used to listen to pretty much just what was on the radio. My dad would show me his music, and that's kind of what got me into the music that I like today, but I kind of have establish my own music taste over my lifetime, and yeah, so I'd say when I was little I used to just listen to whatever was on the radio, and now I listen to my own bands, and I don't really like listening to the radio because there's not a lot of music on there that I enjoy. And finally, question number 20 is what is your guilty pleasure that you hate to admit to liking? And I don't know, like I'm pretty vocal about what music I listen to. I don't really have very many like guilty pleasures when it comes to music because I pretty much talk about everything. I listen to a lot of like old Disney shows, like Disney TV show soundtracks. Like I listen to like the Lemonade Mouth soundtrack and like the Camp Rock soundtrack and the High School Musical soundtrack, but like I wouldn't say that's a guilty pleasure. I just enjoy those songs. And then like I love Big Time Rush, but like that's not a guilty pleasure because I love them and I will talk about them as much as you would like me to talk about them. So like, yeah, I don't know. I don't really have very many guilty pleasures. I'm pretty open about what I enjoy listening to. And yeah, that is going to be about it for this tag today. This tag always goes on for forever because I just love talking about music so much. Please let me know down below what your favorite concert you have ever been to was. If you have ever been to one, I would absolutely love to know. And you can give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I would really, really appreciate that. And you can also hit that subscribe button down below if you would like to be notified when I post new videos. I am doing my own version of Vlogmas this year where I post a video every single day in December, so you can look forward to many more videos coming from me this month. And yeah, that's gonna be about it for this video today. I'm Tegan, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!